Disney gave us a very welcome May the 4th treat, dropping a 70-minute-long opening episode of the hotly anticipated Bad Batch series. As expected, the episode was rife with Easter eggs and references, not only to Dave Filoni's Clone Wars, but to the wider Star Wars world in general. In this video, we're going to take a look at every Easter egg to appear in the episode, at least the ones we caught, and what they are in reference to. Let's dive in.
Bring us in. We'll find out what's going on.
Let's start the video with the end of the episode, shall we? As Hunter sets a new course after escaping with Omega from Kamino, he says that he knows a guy and sets off for Sector J19.
J19? We know a guy.
Now, this might not mean much on the surface, but what Sector J19 actually refers to is the planet Seleucami, where an injured Rex finds himself in Clone Wars. It was also home to deserter clone Cut Lawquane. Now, for people who haven't seen Clone Wars, the name Saw Gerrera may still be familiar to you, seeing as he appeared in both Rogue One and the video game Fallen Order.
Hey! Who are you?
Gerrera also makes an appearance in the Bad Batch, as he's revealed to be the leader of the insurgents Tarkin set Clone Force 99 to hunt. Gerrera reveals his respect for the clones, as he references how they helped free the planet of Onderon, and also references Anakin, Ahsoka, and Rex training Saw and his sister Steela to take down the planet's corrupt king. Going back to the start of the episode, because I'm all over the place with my references here, the episode starts with one of the most notable callbacks, with it showing Caleb Dume and his master Depa Billaba, who has the most fun name to say in the galaxy, on collar as Order 66 is given. The scene makes reference to the moment that Caleb, whose name changes to Kanan Jarrus, tells the Grand Inquisitor that his master's final words were run, which is exactly what we see in the scene. One of the running plot threads in the opening episode was the inhibitor chip and how Clone Force 99 didn't follow Order 66 due to their mutation providing a level of defiance. The idea of the inhibitor chip stems back to Clone Wars Season 6, as the Kaminoans explain the concept, which played into the show's conspiracy arc. A notable moment of the conspiracy arc is the moment an unhinged Tup keeps saying the line, "Good soldiers follow orders," a mantra also adopted by Crosshair. Another reference to the conspiracy arc is Omega's friend Azzy, a medical droid who befriends Fives as he uncovers the secret inhibitor chips while on Kamino. Speaking of Crosshair, Tarkin jumps on Crosshair's reluctance to dissent against orders by amplifying his inhibitor chip, leading him to turn on his brethren. As he returns to stop the rest of Clone Force 99, he can be seen clad in black clone trooper armor, which is reminiscent of the Death Troopers, suggesting that he could be one of the very first Death Troopers created by the Empire. Of course, another formidable Imperial regiment is the Dark Troopers. The Dark Troopers most recently appeared in The Mandalorian, kidnapping Grogu and being sliced in half by Luke, but the small unit of droids Tarkin deploys during the battle simulation look remarkably similar to the Dark Troopers and could be an early prototype. Speaking of the battle simulation, the Clone Force 99 are forced into a battle simulation due to Tarkin's orders, fighting against swaths of droids using training ammunition until Tarkin sneakily switches to live rounds. Like many things in the Bad Batch, the battle simulation derives from Clone Wars, in particular Season 3's Clone Cadets, which first introduced Echo.
Even this Bad Batcher 99 has more sense than you guys do.
Another reference is when Hunter gives the team a command to use the Felucia strategy, a reference to the planet that was seen briefly during the Order 66 montage in Revenge of the Sith as well as Clone Wars. Every Clone Wars fan has their favorite arc from the show, but arguably one of the strongest is the Citadel Rescue, which saw the clones and Jedi, Anakin, Obi Wan, and Ahsoka, try to rescue Even Piell and his captain. That captain was, of course, Tarkin. As Tarkin arrives on Kamino, Echo recognizes him and references that fateful day at the Citadel and Tarkin's views on clones. Speaking of Echo, he was a fan-favorite clone until he seemingly died in the middle of an exploding ship while trying to escape the Citadel. But it was revealed that Echo was alive and being held captive by the Separatists on Skako Minor, where Echo was turned into more machine than man. This is referenced at the beginning of the episode as they mention the incident that took place on Skako Minor.
Lucky me.
For any Rebels fans, you would have been familiar with Wrecker's Teddy, Lula. That's because it's an Easter egg to the Rebels series, as it takes after the likeness of a Loth cat, which can be seen in abundance on the planet of Lothal, the homeworld of Ezra Bridger. When it comes to the prequels, every character has a line that they're best remembered for.
I am the Senate.
Obi Wan has "Hello there," Jar Jar has "Misa," and Anakin has well, a number of them, but I'm gonna use liar as an example. The Kaminoans apparently have extraordinary, aren't they? Which is said by Nala Se in the episode, and is undoubtedly a reference to the line said to Obi Wan in Attack of the Clones.
Magnificent, aren't they?
Extraordinary, aren't they?
If there's one thing the Empire knows how to do, it is how to make an entrance, and Tarkin's dramatic introduction into the episode was definitely reminiscent of the Emperor's entrance in Return of the Jedi, with lines of regimental troopers and even puffs of steam coming off the ship. The classic Imperial March is also used in the episode as Palpatine gives his ominous speech announcing the formation of the Galactic Empire. Also, seeing as this episode focuses on the transition between the Republic and the Empire, it's no surprise to see the familiar spoke wheel logo of the Galactic Republic throughout the episode, one of the clearest shots of the logo being on the side of Clone Force 99's makeshift table. One of the best visual effects in the episode comes when Tech stuns one of the guards on Kamino as they try to make their escape. The blue stun ring is of course a reference to the same visual effect used in the 1977 Star Wars film as troopers captured Leia, and it is again used in The Mandalorian on a captured Grogu. Another reference to the classic Star Wars movies is the probe droid Tarkin sends to Onderon to keep tabs on Clone Force 99, which is of course a reference to the droid that was first seen in Empire Strikes Back. Now, we've mentioned references to him already, but there is another direct reference made to our favorite Jedi in the episode. At the beginning of the episode, Tech calculates that the war is almost at an end, as his intel reveals that Obi Wan has engaged General Grievous on Utapau, which is an iconic scene in Revenge of the Sith, and the moment Obi Wan coined the phrase, "Hello there." Throughout the episode, we see a number of vehicles that appear in the Star Wars universe, such as the Republic landers seen at the beginning of the episode, and the tanks used by the Separatists on Collar. But the most notable are the V-Wings, which made their debut in Revenge of the Sith. And finally, as the enemy numbers fall during the battle on Collar, one of the droids mutters, "I guess I'm in charge now," which is most definitely a reference to one of the most meme-worthy moments in Clone Wars when a droid assumes command in Downfall of a Droid.